5-star, 3-star, you know what I'm saying, portal transfer, Utah transfer, Michigan transfer. He transferred from here. That's what I think don't get enough credit. He gonna have the culture there, but it's gonna have to be the players gonna have to mesh well together, and that's what Imma leave y'all with. But
Mhm.
for the next thing, while we on this college football topic,
Mm.
give me y'all Heisman. Give me y'all Heisman. Way too early predictions.
I already know who Caleb going with. Go ahead and say it, Caleb.
That guy, Caleb Williams out of USC. You already know that's who I'm rocking with through and through. Lock me in, FanDuel, MGM, BetUS, Bovada, whatever, you name it. Caleb Williams going back to back Heisman, getting drafted number one, maybe number two overall next year in the draft to some bum team. Who knows who it's going to be. But he might even be Miami, honestly. But I don't think Miami gonna be high up on the draft board to grab him that early. But Caleb Williams, Heisman winner. I don't see nobody else beating him out unless USC's defense doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Unless USC defense like plays lights out. I see Caleb Williams at least having an average of 4 to 5 touchdowns a game easily.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Easily.
So I don't want to go chalk, right? I don't want to say Caleb as well. So I mean, I'm gonna take a ringer here, right? I'm gonna take a step out into the deep end and bet on patterns that we've seen happen historically. So besides saying whoever's playing quarterback at Ohio State, which would be a good option, I'm gonna go with Jaden Daniels, LSU starting quarterback, just because it's gonna be his second year with Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly has been going nuts in the recruiting, in the transfer portal, all that, and we see LSU pop up in waves, right? LSU will be top dog in the SEC for a year or two at a time and then fall off. But that talent ain't never completely gone, right? Like Coach Orgeron kind of lost the grip of the locker room, and we seen it on the field. But with Brian Kelly being fresh there, getting some more of his guys in there, getting his scheme more familiar, um, I feel like the SEC is up for grabs. I don't think. I mean, Georgia's gonna be Georgia, and Bama's gonna be Bama. But LSU is the school that can show up and bang with them boys any given year. You never know when it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna bet on this year being that year for LSU. Jaden Daniels, lock it in.
Without further ado,
I'm gonna agree with you on that. That's a nice pick. But Caleb Williams my lock, but I agree with what you said. LSU might be sneaky
Yeah,
as far
Caleb is my one too, by the way. But if not, Jaden, yeah.
I think LSU may have national championship potential, but I don't think Jaden Williams gonna be a Heisman QB that's gonna give him that potential. I think it's gonna be a whole team effort, honestly, like it
Yeah,
was last year.
that defense gonna have to show up. I mean, they got Harold Perkins over there on that defense, probably the best defensive player in the country. So if they could build up, they gonna get DBs in there. That's not an issue. So yeah, LSU, man, hey, they might be a sleepy natty candidate to take with a little preseason line, a little sprinkle, a little plus 800. I don't know what the line is, but that's a good candidate.
for me, I think conferences and the timing is everything in a Heisman race. And the way the conferences is set up, I'm taking the QB out of Florida State, Jordan Travis. Now, if y'all watch Florida State ball, he got the Houdini.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
got special when I'm turning on the tape, and he got a weapon. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call him a Robin because the boy's 6'7" and he unguardable. Johnny Wilson, who could be a
Yep.
Heisman candidate in his own
Yep.
right. So I'm gonna step way out of bounds and go to Florida State because I think the ACC is wide open. Clemson, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna be there, but I think Florida State can knock off Clemson and they can make some noise in the national headlines and the national spotlight. He's special. He coming back. You know what I'm saying? He a senior. We've seen how older quarterbacks do. You know what I'm saying? I think bro can ball. If you cut on the tape, bro is special. I when I see him, I see Heisman. This could be a Heisman winner. You know what I'm saying? He could do everything these other quarterbacks can do, but I think you know what I'm saying, his conference is more open than these other QBs. And you know, the one or two losses can make or break your Heisman race.
That's all it takes.
Hey, that's a good one, Matt Lee. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I say that because the ACC ain't had a Heisman winning QB in a minute. What, since Lamar?
Did
Or was it Trevor Lawrence? Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence was the last Heisman out of the ACC, and I would say Jordan Travis is a great one, but that also makes me think, hey, maybe we might want to put the QB that transferred from Clemson into that picture too, possibly banging it out at Oregon State out there. I don't know. Maybe we might actually see the potential in his arm.
you talk about Oogie Badoogie?
Oogie Badoogie, man. Hey, that could be a good one because I feel like he had the potential to be a Heisman candidate out of the ACC too, if he would have
Yeah,
stayed with Clemson. But it looks like that Dabo Sweeney train is running out of fuel. I don't know
they
if
do.
Clemson gonna be able to make a comeback like they did in the past years when they had Deshaun Watson, and then after they bounced Deshaun Watson, they went to Trevor Lawrence. I don't think they're gonna be able to have that type of comeback. I don't think they're getting that type of talent in there no more.
Yeah. One thing I say about DJ though is I don't know if Oregon State gonna be able to win enough games. That's really what it come down to for me. Like this is kind of his Spencer Rattler moment where he's about to go to a school, right? That it's not as high profile, right? Going from Oklahoma to South Carolina is obviously a step down, right? You go into the SEC, you playing better comp, but Oklahoma was in the playoffs every year. They was having a Heisman quarterback every year, right? So he took a step down. DJ's taking a step down. This could be his, all right, let me show the NFL scouts that I can play quarterback at a high level, despite what y'all saw at Clemson. So I don't know. I can't say that it'll be a Heisman year for him, but it could be a good growing year for him, good spot for him.
Hey,
Stand
who's
up.
winning a throwing contest? DJ Ugabadoogie or Joe Milton?
Ooh, Joseph,
Who winning the throwing
give
contest?
me Joe.
They both got a cannon.
Yeah,
They both, hey,
give me Joe. Give me
for real,
Joe.
It
Give me
just
old
looked too
Joe.
easy. It looked too easy.
Joe Milton.
It looked way too
It's
easy for
effortless.
him, bro. I gotta go with Joe.
All right, before we get out of here, since we gave NBA predictions the last episode, give me your way too early Super Bowl winner, and then I'm gonna get us up out of here.
Hey, hold on. I got something. I got something too. After we can do this after the NFL segment. It's gonna probably take 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm gonna need y'all boys' input. So, go ahead, Caleb.
You saying Super Bowl champion, like world champ, or can I just do a
World
matchup that I
champ,
think may
all for
happen
all the
that you might place
marbles.
a bet on for all the marbles? Oof. Um, what year is it for the presidency? Is this Joe Biden last year?
20. He got
I gotta know. Is it the
20,
last year?
he got luck. He got lucky in
Yes, it is.
2020.
It
24,
is. Okay.
2024.
So no, Joe Biden last year. Yeah, so his last year coming up. Okay. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be another AFC team to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know if it's gonna be the Chiefs, but I'm thinking possibly like the Chiefs or maybe the Bengals. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough though.
The Bengals, I'm expecting them to take a step back this year.
You think so?
I do.
I think they got better. I don't think they got worse. I think they got better.
All right.
I mean, Joe Burrows is